This is the Spring Boot job repository. There are some changes that I have made in this code. If we go to the resources, application.properties, there are some variables. These are the environment variables that we need to create on the Heroku, because on Heroku we are going to deploy this code. So we have to make that changes. After that, we have to create a pipeline here and in the actions, the same way that we have created in the React.js. So we'll go through that. Let's come to first to the Heroku, and in Heroku we have to go to the Spring Boot job. To create that environment variables, you have to go to settings, and here is the config variables. So you can configure all the variables here. Okay, let's do that. These all variables I have created here that I required to in the application properties. So you can add all the config variables here. After that, go to your repository, and we have to create the YAML file for the pipeline. Now set up workflow yourself here. Let's give name here deploy.yml. Here we'll give Spring job. We can give backend service. So on push branch master, and same workflow dispatch we can add here. Now we have to add some of the steps here to run that job. So for the Spring Boot app, usually what we do, first we clean the code or compile the code. After that, we do the install the packages, and also we create the package, then the main jar file, and also we do the test cases also. Okay, so we have to add Maven for that. So Maven we have to check out in the marketplace. So here you can check Apache Maven. To set up Maven, you will find here. Before that, you need to set up the JDK as well. So for JDK, you can search here JDK, setup JDK. Okay, so you can set up the JDK as well in the sequence of steps. So this is the pipeline, the step sequence of steps that I added here. So here we are first doing the JDK setup, and we are using the version 1.8. After that, we are running ambient clean install, and then we are deploying this jar to the Heroku. So here we have written two commands. First it will install the plugin, Java plugin. After that it will deploy that jar on the service. Okay, let's change this name here, and we have to write here our name, auth app service v1. So there was v1. Okay, to get that Heroku API key, you have to go to the Heroku your dashboard page, and you have to go to the settings, account settings, and here you can find this API key. If you don't found this one API key here, this one button, then you can regenerate an API. Okay, I'm going to copy it. So once you took this API key, you have to go to your repository and go to the settings. Same there, we have to add a secret. In the secret, new repository secret Heroku API key. So I already have added here Heroku API key. After that, come to your pipeline workflow YAML file, and here everything is okay. If you have reviewed it, then commit these changes. So now we will see in the actions the job is triggered. So here we have a build deploy.yaml. Let's wait. Once this job is finished, our code will be deployed to the Heroku. Then we'll check on the Heroku. So once this job has completed, you can find the link in the logs for this step, Heroku deploy. Now we can open this link. So if you see here, our application is up and running, and this is the base URL. So we'll copy this URL, and because we have to test it, first we'll test this APIs with Postman. Let's open the Postman here. So this is our URL. Let's change to this. This is the domain URL, and this is the path, and in the body we have username and password. Now clicks. Okay, so this API is working fine. Let's copy this token also. Go to the headers. Here we can give the token, so we can get the user info. We didn't change the context path. The domain URL we have copied here, and let's paste also. So yeah, it's working fine. Okay, so both the applications are working fine. The Spring Boot and React.js both has been deployed. Now we have to integrate the URL. We have to change the URL in the React.js code. So let's open the React.js code. Here we have to create one environment file. Dot environment. So in the environment file, we have created here the React API URL, and in the authentication service, we have changed from localhost to the process.environment.react API URL. Let's add these changes. And one is .environment file. We have added the changes. If we now come to the actions, the workflow is already triggered. Once this job will be completed on Heroku, the deployment will also be triggered and our code will be deployed. Then we will test the application. Job has finished. If we go to the Heroku, so in the deploy tab, we'll see here, so activity feed. So the build is running now. The build is in progress. If we see build progress, yeah. So this is all about the continuous deployment. So whenever we do change in the repository on the GitHub, the CI will be run, our build, and after that the deployment will be triggered on the Heroku. Once build is finished, we can now open the application. Once application is up, we can test it now. Open the inspect tool as well in the network. Let's first give the incorrect username password, and when we click on the login, so it's saying authentication failed. And now if we check our Spring Boot application, this API is calling. So if we open this in new tab, So this is our Spring Boot job. Now let's give the correct username as password. So our application is running fine. It's able to log in, and when we click logout, it will back to the main login page. Okay, so this is all about the continuous deployment on Heroku for the React.js code as well as for the Spring Boot. So Heroku takes some time for the to make the application up. For React.js, we'll use the Firebase, and for Spring Boot, it's fine to deploy on the Heroku. Maybe in the some other videos we'll cover the Firebase as well. So thank you for watching this video, and yeah, we'll come with some another exciting topic. So yeah, thank you.